Hi guys, so after I posted Queen Elizabeth the last time, people were saying, do I know what Queen Elizabeth did to Africans, blah blah blah. So I said, okay, I'm going to make some research, and finally, guess where I am? Badagry. This is Slave Port Badagry, and we are at Seriki Faremi Williams Abbas Slave Museum, and the curator is going to take us around the museum. Follow me as I show you guys around. Let's go. Seriki Faremi Williams Abbas Port Barracoon of 40 slaves sale. Let's go inside. You would not see this anywhere. Nobody's going to tell you the truth.
We'll start from there.
Okay. Yeah. This is our curator, so he's going to take us round. And this is the man that helped us locate here.
Yeah. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Moshood once again.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name, ma?
Mariam.
Mariam. With that name, Mariam, I can't tell you where you come from. What's your native name, ma?
Me, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
I used to be a Muslim, so Mariam is a Muslim name.
Mariam is a Muslim
name. Yeah, my
name
is Mariam Oyakhilome actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, what's your name, sir?
My name is Michael.
Michael, what's your native name, sir?
Abayomi.
Abayomi. With that name Abayomi, I immediately know that Abayomi is from the Yoruba. But with your name Mariam, I can't tell you where you come from.
It's an Arabic name.
With my name Moshood, I can't tell us where I come from.
Where are you from?
Moshood is an Islamic name. Anybody can be a Moshood. Okay. I just wanted to know how powerful African names are. My name is Bamidele. Can you tell me where I come from with that name?
Yoruba land.
Yes. We African, we have a name that tells story, history, or directory. Through your name, someone can locate you. As an African, through your name, someone can tell you where you come from. But during slave era, slaves don't have identity. They bear their master's name or any name their master wish to give to them. Like when you buy a dog and you give your dog any name you wish to give to your dog. If the white men that is slave our forefathers retain our forefathers' name, it will be very easy for the black Americans to repatriate back to their people. But because they didn't retain their name, it's not easy for the blacks over there to trace their roots. The world know this compound as Brazilian Barracoon. Most slaves taken from this compound were being taken to Brazil, and most of them were Yoruba origin. Today in Brazil, there's a god mostly worshipped by the Yorubas called Yemoja. In Brazil, they call it Lemeja. Eshu, they call it Izu. Iyalaka, they call it Akaraje. Shango, they call it Zango. That's why you know there were Yorubas that have been moved from this compound down to Brazil, and they still practice the same culture. And Barracoon is a Spanish word. It means dungeon, storehouse, or slave cell where slaves are being kept. In this compound, we have a total number of 40 rooms.
Okay.
During slave era, 40 slaves were being kept in each room. Okay. 40 times 40, 1,600 slaves were being moved in and out of this compound every 3 to 4 months. And this compound belongs to Seriki Williams Abbas. This is the man in the cenotaph. His birth name was Ifare Milekun Ifagbemi. How come the name changed to be Seriki Williams Abbas? This young man was captured at the age of 6 in a town called Jogarile in Ogun State during the Egbas and Dahomey War. He was captured by a slave trader called Abbas. Abbas was a black man, an Islamic scholar who lived in Dahomey. Abbas took this young man to Dahomey and made him a domestic slave. We have two categories of slave: the field slave and the domestic. The field slave work on the farm, the domestic work, yes, field.
Okay, field. Okay.
Yes, the field slave work on the farm, the domestic work in the master house. Abbas used him as a domestic slave. Later, they sold him to a white man called Williams. Williams took Ifare Milekun to Brazil and gave him education. Through Williams, Ifare Milekun speak English, Dutch, Spanish, and Portuguese. And while working for Williams, whenever Williams is going out for his business, he takes this young man along with him, consciously showing him his business. One day, Williams called him, "Young man, come, let me set you free on one condition. You work for me." And Ifare Milekun grabbed the offer as the only opportunity he has to be a free person. When Ifare Milekun left Brazil, he first settled at Lagos Island, then they called it Lagos Colony. He came to resettle in Badagry in this compound in the year 1840, when the second master Williams built this compound in the year 1840. Year 1895, Ifare Milekun was to ban Seriki Musulumi of Badagry. They made him the paramount ruler in Badagry. He ruled Badagry for 24 years. I will tell you much about him when we enter the museum. Let's see this other side. Okay. In the olden days in Africa, we have our own currency that we spend, our own money. If you have 100 naira notes, if anybody have 100 naira notes, I will show you some of this money I want to mention on that 100 naira note.
This is 100
yes,
naira.
Thank you. At the back of this 100 naira note, we have what we call manila. This two covering is called manila, used by the Portuguese. This is yala salt. It's like a precious stone, a white stone, and these are cowrie shells.
This is what?
Manila, yellow salt, cowrie shells, and tobacco that is for cigarette these days was used as currency then. Thank you. When the European came, they did say all these things I mentioned as money. So they bring in the idea of trade by barter. When they bring in the idea of trade by barter, if European give our forefather one ceramic bowl in exchange of 10 human beings as slaves.
Okay. One of these ceramic bowl. We call it breakable plate. 10 slave. We still have 5 plates I will show you when we enter the museum. A then gun, Yoruba call it Ibon Shakabula, was used in exchange of 40 human beings as slave. The mirror doesn't have specific number. The highest bidder get the price. We call it bargain power. The big cannon gun, which is olden days bomb, was used in exchange of 100 slaves. The short one, 40 slave.
The bottle of gin was used in exchange of 10 human beings as slaves. They are not after the liquor in the bottle, but the design on the bottle. I'll show you a surviving bottle 1873 from Vienna, Austria. One umbrella was used in exchange of 40 human beings as slaves. The question is, we Africans or black man, what do we do with the den gun and the cannons? We use it to fight ourselves to get more slaves to sell to the whites. We sold ourselves into slavery. And these two doors have been here since 1840 when this compound was established. It's part of our monument. People all over the world come to see. Yes,
what
since
year?
1840.
1840.
Yes. So out of 40 rooms, 38 of the rooms are currently occupied by. This umbrella was made of wood, brass, silk, and cane. As heavy as this umbrella is, one slave boy have to put it on the head of the master as long as the master will stay outside. And if a slave boy is putting this umbrella on the head of the master, he should play with his shoulders not to disappoint him. Because if this umbrella should drop from the hand of the slave boy on the head of the master, they will behead the slave.
Hi. Jesus.
This umbrella was not designed for the sun, not for the rain, just to show your status in the community. You want to try the weight? You lift it from here to know the weight. About 30 to 35 kg. One person will hold it on the head of the master as long as the master will stay outside. That chain on that wall behind you there, and this chain in this glass here, they use it to kill the slaves. Then, when we enter the second cell, I will show you how to do lynching with these two chains. And this iron is called branding iron. What's your name again, ma'am?
Mariam.
If I'm Mariam's slave, my name should be Mariam. So Mariam will put this iron in the fire, red hot, and she uses it to write Mariam on my chest. If she woman, to write it at the back. What's your name again, sir?
Michael.
If Mariam should buy me today and brand me Mariam, if Michael should buy me tomorrow, Michael will have to brand me again. Mariam brand me today, Michael will have to brand me tomorrow because I've become Michael's slave. Let's go inside the dark room where they keep 40 people. Yeah, that's why we call it dark room. Dark room. These three glasses were not then. This is where they keep 40 people. 40 human beings in this room, 3 to 4 months. This is where they pee. This is where they excrete. Because of the odor, some will vomit. Even women or menses have to do it on themselves here.
Hi.
40 people in this place, 3 to 4 months. That's the only ventilation they have. And there was a door here before they will lock the door. So they'll be here for 3 to 4 months. Let's see closely how many people have died in this kind of situation. That's why I do tell people, whenever we are here, we are not here to catch fun, but just to feel the pain the people in the past have felt, our freedom fighters. Here we have a surviving bottle used in exchange of 10 human beings as slaves. Like I said earlier, they are not after the liquor in this bottle, but the design on the bottle. Many people have asked me, where is the design on this bottle that was 10 human beings? If you put on your flash, you'll see the design
It's on your
the
flash.
bottle.
On your flash.
You can check it. That's the design. That was why they used it in exchange of 10 people. So that bottle represents 10 human beings because of that design you saw. And these are gramophone records used by Sediki Williams Abbas. These days we use cassette CDs. Most times we use our phone. And this brass was given to Sediki as a gift by the Brazilian when they made him the paramount ruler. And this kettle was given to him by the European. These are cowrie shells used in those days. Here we have surviving ceramic bowls used in exchange of 10 human beings as slaves. It doesn't matter the size. This was used in exchange of 10. Same thing applicable to this and the rest. So we have 50 human beings in this glass.
Oh.
Because Sediki was a Muslim then, this is where they keep his water for ablution, his soup pot, and his drinking pot. Let's see the second cell and see what's inside. So you're welcome to the second room. Like I said earlier, all the rooms are the same. A waiting cell and the dark room. Here's a local mannequin showcasing Sediki Williams Abbas cloth. The original cloth he wore the day they made him the paramount ruler. This is it here. And the chair he sat under as the chair over there. And here is punishment given to any disloyal slave. Any slave that refused the master order or refused to bear the master's name, these are they tie them around the tree and beat them. During process, many died because they can't bear the pain. And these dogs are cock-killer dogs. They use it to chase runaway slave. If any slave tries to escape from the farm, they release 20 of these dogs to attack one man. When they catch the slave, they devour the slave. Here's the movement to the point of no return. Chains on the neck, the hands, and the leg of the slave while going to the point of no return. 3,000 men on a row, on a single file. If the person in front should fall, the rest behind them will fall. If you are going to the point of no return, today, while going, we'll see a well called Spirit Attenuation Well. The well water they give the slaves then that make them to lose their memory is still on that island. And here is the story building built for Sediki Williams Abbas in this compound, year 1847. It collapsed 1995. When we go outside, I will show you the remains of the building. These are some people captured as slaves but have opportunity to come back, like Santos Silva, Candido J. Darocha, Samuel Ajayi Crowther, Jaja Ofokpobo, and some other people. The entrance door in this photo is the original door standing here, behind you. This door here. After the building collapsed, they moved the door inside this room. And these are some of the things that happened to our people during slavery. These are slave raiders. They want to capture this man, but he took knife and killed himself. That for me to be slave, I prefer to die. There was a woman like that, Margaret Garner. She killed 4 of her children and killed herself. That for me and my children to be slave, we prefer to die. This is what we call iron muzzle. They used it to guard the mouth of slaves while working on the farm, for them not to eat from the farm product. They plant sugarcane. We derive glucose from sugarcane. Glucose gives you instant energy, and this white men believe that if these slaves should eat out of this sugarcane, they will have strength to fight back. They feed slave once in a day. Slave have access to water once in a day. They don't feed slave to increase in size or to stay healthy. They feed them to stay alive, don't just die. And this is another matchbox. We don't have many slaves used in exchange of the box. This is called Ashwetu by the Yorubas, used by Seriki Williams Abba.